Tom Hignite with a very quick guerrilla video. Guerrilla video are things where we don't do a lot of things with lighting, so if the window's blaring you out, I'm sorry. If my microphone isn't quite right, I'm sorry. We don't cut the film unless there's, or the video, excuse me. We don't stop the video from recording for most any purpose. We just move straight forward. So let's move straight forward and see what we can do here. This is our Dream Series medium-sized ranch. This is a chassis house, which means we have a certain base chassis, 2 bedrooms this side, master bedroom that side, all the living areas in the middle. Very typical sort of a chassis. And we're able to expand this house from anywhere from 1,400 up to about 2,200 square feet in size. So this can go up by just pushing things out this way, that way, adding on another bedroom, etc. So I want to give you a first impression. This is the front door. We're going to be doing something very quick here today because I want to show you, I want you to discover something with me that I've never done for the first time. I'm going to show and do something on camera. I have no idea how it's going to turn out. But in the meantime, it's kind of a double duty video until we do a full one on this house. So stand over here, please. Let's trade places. Very good. You take orders very well. So stand over there. You can take a look from the foyer. This is your first impression when you're coming into the house. So look at the windows. We have a wonderful wooded lot with a farmland behind it on this side and a woods behind it on this side. Very long windows. It's Christmas time. Actually, it's after Christmas. That will come down before the weekend in the next day or so. So take a look at the flooring. This is a Duratile, which is a high-end luxury vinyl product. It gets put in just like a board would be put in. I mean, it's as stiff as a board, just like tile would be put in. Very thick. It's grouted in. This is a 4-foot wide basement stair. To give you an acclimation as to where we're at, look at the way we're using color, the way we're using this, excuse me, this medium color, which we put into the doors of the house. So if you look over here at this foyer door where the closet is, this house has not been dusted yet. It's almost finished cleaning, but you'll see that we're snapping a color shot of that here. We've put a layer of drywall here that's going all the way around. You don't have to see that, around the whole foyer. But take a look, stand right there, and let me go all the way back over here and show you what we're working with. This is very hard to get bright windows on a bright day into camera, so we might come back and redo this when it's a little bit darker out, a little bit later in the day. We have these wonderful picture frames. You see this picture frame, picture frame, picture frame. It's a 3-sided picture frame. Step on inside. We're going to give you an opposite view. We'll get back to the picture frames of the room. There we go, ring around the rosy. And here I am. This is where you just were. So this gives you an idea of size. This room is about 24, 26 feet this way. And depending how you count it, it's 30 feet from the front door to the back wall. Let's take you into the kitchen, which, by the way, the kitchen's over in this quadrant, living in this quadrant, foyer entrance in the other quadrant, and the dining area in the other quadrant. This is a contemporary bridging house. It bridges from contemporary to being very traditional. We've picked very traditional furniture, and we've done some things traditional, but it's bridging it. It's sort of a smaller version of our Stockton Bay model. If at this point in time when this video is being made, if you were to go over to our Stockton Bay model, which isn't far from here, just a few miles away in Hartford, we are in Hartford right now with this model, you would find a bigger version, same color scheme, same flooring, things like that. Things different otherwise, but the bigger version, sunken living. So let's go, let's see, I've given you all 4 quadrants, except 3, didn't give you this one yet. So let's trade places. Hello. Trade places around here. And there we are. There we go. So this is the last of the version. This kitchen sink is the control center of a house, I think. You know, a lot of time is spent at the kitchen sink. Wonderful idea here with this black hose. Come a little closer, step into my kitchen area. We have a beautiful chrome. This is a Swedish product, and of course it has the 2 buttons here which allow us to make this a sprayer or such. But instead of having this as a pull-out, which is often done, this was done as a hose. And I go to the International Home Show almost every year, missed a year last year, going next week. So try to find some unique product that you haven't seen before. I'd never seen that. I think it looks great with the black. This is granite countertop. We have Merillat cabinets in this house at this point. We may be making a change on that. But this is an ivory color. It's not white. You can see the difference between ivory, which has a yellow tone, and white, which is this tone here. Back to the picture frames, right? Picture frame around here. This could be a buffet area, but you see how it has the wonderful backlighting. If I turn off the backlighting, or the front lighting here, maybe you'll be able to see the backlighting a little better. See that? And if you peek underneath, and let's get you to peek underneath, and see what we've done here, we have a series of track lights. So at night, when you look at what we've done right from that angle, that's not bad, we have that, you stay there, we have that same effect here, the same effect there, and then while this is not backlit, we have the same effect here. By the way, that's a 40-inch TV. You can see how we've made that a format there where you could fit up to a 65 or maybe even a 70-inch TV in that alcove. And from that angle, you can see how we have a counter here that will seat an easy 2 stools if I were to put them here and here. I have another 3 here and another 1 at the end. I only have 3 stools here total, but you have to imagine the other 3. So this is a 6-seating countertop. We can make this go up and go over, have taller stools, but this is a great height for buffeting, and it really, I think, makes this a little more open than having that segregated. Some people like that. As we're in the kitchen, I'll show you the pantry. The pantry is, again, you see, I talked before about how we're using traditional things and untraditional things, because the actual shapes here, and look at the way that that's brought all the way around from the foyer. Now we did that second layer up there. These are contemporary shapes. Contemporary shapes. Did I say traditional? Contemporary shapes. But we're mixing it with things that are very traditional. Colonial shaped doors instead of being the shaker type with the 3 panels. Colonial shaped moldings here. House is not completely finished yet. It's missing a little caulking here and there. But if you look at the way we've got this is our pantry, and this area here was built up over the stairs. It's a little trick we have for making more room in our pantries. The wall would normally go straight up here and your shelves would be here. So this gets us over the stair area, allowing the headroom down there. I hope that makes sense to anybody. It makes perfect sense to me. Spin you around here if we would. Take a look at the refrigerator area. We do this different ways. Sometimes we bring this all the way out to here, but we brought this out just a little bit and we've created an alcove back there. So the alcove allows us to push the refrigerator in and have a not have to accept just a counter depth refrigerator. I like this concept. Whenever possible, we like to do that. Big drawers here, nice handles. We've used the brushed nickel in this house. A lot of the homes we're using the chrome on, which kind of matches. You can see that if you have a stainless steel front stove or microwave, there's still a lot of black that's used with that design. So be putting the black cabinet here, a little dust here and there. Putting the black cabinet here works very nice with that. We have the trim molds along the top, which are very pretty, and a lot of big drawers here that are on the full extension pullouts. These are not the soft close drawers. We do put soft close and soft close doors in a lot of homes. This is not our highest end series, but it's an option that's available in this series. In our upper end series, that would be a standard dovetail constructed drawers, etc. This is vented outside, but you won't see that unless you take a peek here. There's the vent that goes outside. Sometimes those are concealed in the wall. We've done a nice bit of lighting with the track lights overhead here. We've done a nice bit of lighting with a little accent light over that plant ledge that comes out, or that decor ledge. We've done a nice bit of lighting over the refrigerator, so you have a spotlight if the room is dark and you just want to use the refrigerator. We have a direct access from the garage going through the laundry room. We'll get to that in a moment. Very long dining area here. And this is an extra tall back wall. Not normal in this house. Again, a lot of the features I show you are not standard features, but in this case, we've created this tall back wall, which is a 9-foot back wall. And this is an 8-foot high patio door. Isn't that something? So, you know, it's really has a nice feel, the high ones there. Now, look at the fireplace. This is a gas heating fireplace, 20 cents an hour to use it, puts out a lot of heat. Drywall mantle. I'm going to sneak around you here, excuse me. And you can see how today's lesson, pupils, was going to be to show you how furniture lays out in a home in a way that explains what the size of the room is. I wish I had a before and after picture, because before this furniture went in, we were showing the house, you know, a few people take them through here and there who are interested in a medium-sized ranch. By the way, this is 1,600 square foot version. I said this is available in all different sizes. A lot of people come in this house and they didn't understand the great room. I always design with furniture, always design that almost before I design the walls. So here you see I've got a full, really big traditional couch. And here we have another full-size traditional couch, and here I have an ottoman, a chaise lounge. So you're able to sit this way, watch the TV. It kind of reveals a little bit more of the window this way instead of having the big back coming all the way through. And besides, I had it in our warehouse. So colors go real well with the room. It goes really well with the flooring. But before I had this in here, you would not have understood that you could put a couch here. People walked in and shrugged their shoulders, and I'd explain, we're going to put this here, this here, this here. It doesn't work that way. People don't understand it. So why don't you step over here and get a look at how this does arrange. And I would say, yeah, we're going to put another couch coming out here, and people would say, but won't these build-outs here interfere with our furnishings? And I go, no, because no matter what you do, whether it's a couch, a love seat, or a stuffed chair, the typical size is 3 foot deep. And these side tables are generally 2 feet deep. So if I take a 3 foot deep item here and a 2 foot side table next to it that's going to get brought to the front of it, I will always have a 1 foot negative space in this area where the L comes in. If I do an L-shaped sofa, there's always a 1 foot negative area back here. Always is a bad word, but typically. So here you see I have enough space to do a couch, enough space to do a couch, enough space to do a couch. I have a 3 couch area, realizing that you may choose to do a single chair there, or a single chair, or nothing here, so you can get your view all the way out. But we're giving you furniture possibilities. And this works real well in a room to show you the furnishing in it, how this all flows and works very well. I can walk right by the furniture and use these stools. If I'm having a party situation, I've left plenty of room here to do walk-by. If I'm watching the TV, I can still sit there. I've left a negative area here because I want to create a little gathering area when you come in so that you're not just having to squeeze around things as soon as you come in. So we've got a nice, generous 5 foot of space here between the back of this couch and here. If I wanted to cheat this, I could bring this couch a little further this way by 6 inches and still have plenty of space. Take a look at the foyer from the other side. You see how I was talking, I said I'd get back to this. The stripe that goes all the way around the room, you saw that back by the pantry. This allows me to do a couple of things. I'm trying to adopt, over many years I've been trying to adopt, this rule of bringing you through shorter spaces into large spaces. Frank Lloyd Wright did that. I find out reading some of his things, that by bringing you through short to tall, it makes the taller look all the more taller and more voluminous. And it also makes the short area feel much more intimate and comfortable. So when you're coming into the house, you have this intimate feeling. And to bring that 8 foot ceiling down, it would be kind of silly to bring you into a 7 foot ceiling, because I could do that, but it would be very cramped feeling and you wouldn't be able to fit a light fixture in very well. So I brought visually this down 1 foot here, and by doing this, it allows me to put my pictures lower. If I didn't have this picture would have to be up higher just to feel right. So with this picture. So in this area, it's something you don't notice unless I'm telling you about it right now. But here we have this receiving area, which is comfortable and low. We've created this alcove here where some people will just put something, piece of furniture here, the grandfather clock, a bench, but some people will put a roll-top desk or a closed-top desk that folds open and becomes your... so you can do other, but this is a nice receiving area. We do a version of this home which puts the stairs over here. We do a version of this home which puts an elevator here. It goes to the basement. We have an optional finished attic version of this house. We do, by the way, when this shifts over, you then get a second entrance going into the kitchen, so you can walk right through here. And this whole area becomes enough of a space to put a small 3-person table, a really nice little intimate area. And you already saw the closet over here. So back to the furnishings. This gives you a great idea of how much furniture you can put in this house and how much walk-through space you have. Generous walk-through space. You could open this up a little more. You could seat more chairs. This is big Tuscan design type hand-carved furniture. Really a wonderful big picture here, but as I mentioned, the buffet or the hutch could go here if you had a dining room hutch. We have the light here, which we can turn on and give you even, I'm going to find the right light. We've got 4 of them. I picked the wrong one on the 4th one. Light switch here, turns that on and off as well. So come on into the master bedroom. Remember I teased you and said we're going to do something I've never done before? That would be the part we're doing right now. And I don't have a knife, but I'm hoping that my cameraman might have a knife. And if he can operate the camera and do this, this knife is a... There we go. Thank you. There's the knife. And there's the knife. Wonderful. This is a master bedroom. This home feels much bigger than 1,600 square feet, thanks in great part to the fact that we have room-on-room design. I don't have hallway joinings. The hallways in this house are virtually non-existent, except for one 4-foot by 4-foot hallway by the kids' bedrooms area, which is more of a vestibule than a hallway. So this bedroom is, people are coming in that have seen it so far and have said, I don't understand if this room, how big it is. The furnishings aren't in it. So before I do what I just did in there, I wanted to show you this version of it. This version is, I said, they asked the other day, just on the weekend, somebody asked me how big this room is. I said it's roughly 12 by 16, but there's a lot of ins and outs. It's a little bit bigger than that in spaces, and certainly not any smaller, but except for that angled corner. A lot of times we'll take this area here, which is an alcoved wall or a paneled wall done with layered drywall. And we'll repeat that same squareness here. If you look underneath this angled window, we have a squared off roof line. Normally this is not angled, but the angle is very dramatic when you come in that door. You're seeing it right away. So I think a lot of people like this, but normally this window, if you shift over here, if you would, way over in that corner so we can get an idea of the size. Now you see, if you can see that sconce area, that same space area is usually here, which allows you to put the bed into this alcove and allows you to then have an end table. In this design, the end table has to be displaced over fairly far from the bed if you use one at all on this side. This will fit a king-size bed, but you have to measure it out because it's only about 1 inch or 2 bigger, 2 inches bigger than the mattress. So if you have a really big headboard or something unique, we would have to make this a little wider on a custom. This is normally where the double window is. So you have the double window on the back of the house, starting right after the door, and that's this sconce, and everything gets moved over to there. Square it off, then you have enough room for 2 end tables. This is the thing I've been teasing you about. This is what's going to show you how big the room is. People are asking if I put a mattress here or a bed, would I be able to still walk through where this is designed to have your 6-foot dresser with the mirror, or, but would there be enough space to walk through? They don't quite understand it. So I've ordered a mattress. We are using all of our mattresses right now in different homes. And the mattress, by the time you see this, this may become the standard in the industry. So this may become nothing at all. It'd be like showing you a Segway today. It's not a big deal because you've seen them a million times. But I was fascinated because I've never bought one of these before. And I just wanted to get this on camera to see how this looks. I saw this on YouTube. Someone else had this showing before I bought this and took a chance. This is an 8-inch thick queen mattress. I believe they said it's with springs in it. It came, bought it from Amazon. It's about as heavy as a regular mattress would be. And I'm going to be careful opening this up, real careful, because I don't want to obviously slice the mattress by doing this. But I'm going to do this by myself so my cameraman can do what he's doing. And I just thought this would be a fun thing to do on camera. And they said be really careful when you're opening it, because it will unfold and the air will come into it, and it will be an amazing thing. You can see it happening already, huh? Look at that. We'll never get it back in the box, and I'm not really trying to do that. This is a one-time thing. It comes shipped this way. And if I remember the directions completely, or correctly rather, they said that it takes about 20 minutes for this to come out and become firm and get all the air back in it. But I'm fairly amazed already by it. Now what I'm going to do is show you how big the room is by putting the mattress in place. I may not have a bed in here by the weekend, although I'm hoping I will. We're waiting for that to come on Amazon too. But I will have at least a mattress in place. So if I take this out of here, and this is a full-size regulation type mattress. And I have a queen-size bed where everybody understands a king-size bed is about a foot wider, depending on whether you're doing a California king or not. But there we go. It's roughly 5 feet wide, where you're 6.5 feet wide or so on a king-size. All right. Now there's really a revelation. Even to me, my wife, Jackie, who's built lots of homes, never understands the room till I get furniture in it. And stand over there by the door. Now let's get that first impression as you come in. You can push that stuff backwards a little bit. There we go. Take a look. Okay, let's imagine the headboard's a little deeper. And let's imagine I have a footboard on it that's a little deeper. But look over here. Let's go in that corner. By the window. Look over here. I have enough room to easily put 18-inch to 24-inch, 18-inch, 24-inch dresser here, and still have about 30 inches of walk-through space here. We have almost 5 feet here. And so depending on the size of that, and depending on the size of the depth of this, which a lot of these dressers nowadays are 18 to 21 inch, but they still, every now and then you'll find a 24-inch deep one. So this gives us plenty of space. That alcove is the answer. Really makes the room large. This is a spot for your tall boy dresser. When I take down that Christmas tree, that is going to go in it next. You know, this is part 2. I said we're going to do some unusual things here. We're not doing necessarily a full tour of this house. If we were, I'd show you that there's a bathroom over there, and I'd show you that there's this wonderful big closet here. And on the way through, let's take you through the closet, because I'll show you the next surprise. The next little surprise awaits us back in the living room. LED lights in here, really long closet. One of the nicer features on this house for living is this door. Second door to the master. It's actually into the master closet. And take a look. This is a laundry room. Garage is over there. Kitchen's over here. Just a 30-inch door there. Put my washer and dryer here. Window here with obscured glass on it. But you have direct access into the laundry room from your closet. How nice is that? How many times you walk through the kitchen or through the living room with your underwear and socks? This is just so convenient to go right from your closet into the laundry room. So, but let me show you the other surprise. So you're coming in through the garage into here, and I want to show you this surprise. This is a 7 foot or 6.5 foot tall Christmas tree I know you're not here to see Christmas tree ideas, but I just think this is so clever. I want to show this to you. Let me get it out into an open area where I can show you this a little better. Follow me. I like this idea so much that I bought many of these so that I could do this and use it in my homes. It's completely decorated. It has all the lights on it, has the ribbons, the bows, a little topper here. And all I have to do is reach inside, if I can figure out where my inside is, again, and take this apart. All right. There's my inside. That's what I was looking for. A little sticky. So we've all seen this type of a tree base before. But this whole thing, light bulbs, tree topper and all, collapse and fit into a box that's about 6 inches thick. I'm able to put that away and put it under my bed every year. I just think that's such a great contraption. Hey, thanks for entertaining here with me today, because I like showing some of these things off that I think are neat ideas. We have 2 bedrooms over here, bathroom in between, 9-foot high finished basement downstairs, some great things. This is an abbreviated version because I've got an appointment, and I hope I'll have an appointment with you next time when I see you then. Until then, I'm Tom Hignite.